happy.
He's so happy, right? God rest his soul. R.P. Bernie Mac. He left us. He left us with a good one.
He did. He left us with a good one. Who did he left us with?
Well, I mean, the fucking advice. Fuck it.
Okay. Did you watch the Bernie Mac show with the kids?
Yeah, I used to love that shit.
I love that show. I didn't get to watch it as much as I wanted to, but
you can watch it now.
I can, but I can watch it right now. But you don't think about that. Like sometimes you're like, well, I can't do that actually, huh?
Yeah, it's on.
I can't turn that TV on and press play.
Yeah, it's on streaming service. It's not like you got to wait for it to come on no more.
That show was good and it was funny. Them kids were bad.
Yo, that shit was hilarious. It's like underrated, definitely underrated.
So, what's your favorite show?
So what we talking about? Like, just favorite sitcom, family show, or like?
What's your favorite show? Let's see if y'all get cinema taste.
I'm not gonna lie. I fuck with my wife and kids. That shit is hilarious.
I don't know that one. Is that the one like?
With one of the Wayne brothers? I can't remember his name.
He light skinned?
Yeah, he light skinned, bald head.
I don't know if I know.
It's a hilarious show. Jamie Foxx show. I've been rewatching that. Yo, that was hilarious. Jamie Foxx show.
Yeah, you old.
Excuse me. Yo, you wildin'. What young shows are you talking about then? Because they don't make them like how they used to back in the day.
They always say that. All the old people say it's like. Let's really talk about it. Like,
hold up, before you move on though, I just want to throw out. It's not like I was watching that show every week when the new episodes was coming out. No, I was watching reruns just like you.
Okay, well, let's talk about the back in the day. It's never been the same, right? I think older people, they forget that we're a different generation, like. And we're not gonna go through life. Not even what you're saying. Like it just like reminded me of something that needed to be talked about, like of different generations. Well, they don't go outside and play no more outside. And you know that electric that square electric thing that's always around the houses. I used to do that when I was a little child. A little bit.
You say you did or didn't?
I did.
Oh, okay.
But some people didn't do that, right? They didn't hang around there and have all this fun that they did. It's a different generation. It's a different time.
I don't even say that. Like I think. I believe that people can't think that and say that now generation. It'd be too fucking hot to go outside. Ain't no fucking way you would have went outside and played as a kid. Ain't no way you would have went outside now with this heat.
I think that you've forgotten a little bit. Your young side is coming out because you definitely would have.
Ain't no way.
You ain't had nothing to do inside. You ain't had no phone. Your mama cussing you out because you out here playing around in the house.
I promise you.
You would have went outside.
I walk outside now and it's hot. I get mad.
You gonna go back in there and you gonna get on that phone. You got something to go back to. If you ain't got nothing to go back to, you gonna go to the next thing, the next opportunity.
Ain't no way, because I used to jump on trampolines and stuff growing up. I wouldn't have been outside.
It was probably hot outside. You was just so happy.
It wasn't that hot.
You was happy to hop on the trampoline.
It wasn't that. Well, man, listen, I disagree with you on that one. Ain't no way I would have been outside in this heat. Hey, I would have been under the house taking a cold shower. I wouldn't have been outside anywhere but outside.
You can't take a cold shower forever.
You can't say this heat don't hit different now. You can't even sit there and say that.
I'm a soldier, so it don't matter to me.
Gee, all right. Well, you do better than heat or cold.
Heat.
You do better than heat.
I lie to when it gets hot, right? I'm lying to myself. I can't wait till it's cold. I can't wait. I do not like the cold.
I hope this cold fuck you up.
Oh my goodness! See, that's the evilness in you. Because I do not like it.
No, because I just want you to see that this ain't the same weather that we used to play in. So back in the day, you might.
I'm not playing in no cold. I'll play in the heat.
Back in the day, you might have been outside, having snowballs fights and stuff like that. It's different now. Like this global warming stuff, it's different. Like ain't no way.
That global warming is real.
Man, who you telling? But it seems like not enough people care about it. Not enough people worried about it. But there's like evidence. There's proof that like the shit is different now.
You watch what is it called? It's on Netflix. It was like recent. It's not new no more. But it's kind of new. It's like something up. It's about basically like these scientists are telling these people like the world is about to end. We're about to die, right?
Oh,
these
Lord.
things are coming.
I don't think I want to watch that.
No, it's not. It's like a sitcom. It's like funny. It's not like a sitcom, but it's like really, really funny.
Don't Look Up.
You watched it?
I tried to watch like 10, 15
It's so funny, but it's so serious. Why?
It just wasn't for me. I like what I like.
It was so good. And like at the end, no, spoiler alert. If like at the end of it, it happened. And all the people who were saying, don't look up, they died. And all the rich people, all the government people, they went to a whole nother planet and they got eaten by some aliens or something. It was well deserved.
Damn, that's
the people.
That's crazy.
The people who were telling them don't worry about it and don't look up. The government and stuff.
They knew.
Huh? They knew it was gonna happen. They wanted their money and they wanted to profit. But they said we're gonna get all that we can get and we're gonna go somewhere else.
That sound pretty accurate, modern to today. I can believe that happening.
Yeah, it's a lot of cinema like where you're like Nope. You watch Nope? Nope with Keke Palmer and Daniel.
Yep.
It was so good. You probably don't,
No, I watched the movie like 2 times, 3 times. Like it was good. I ain't gonna say it was bad, but it was a couple iffy parts. Like
it's a very complicated story. Some people let's talk about it. They don't got no good taste in no cinema because they like things to be right explained to them right like verbatim.
I got you. They don't really understand art. Like I mean, they can look at they can look at a piece of art, but they have to have somebody explain them to what they're looking at.
This is what's going on. No, sometimes you got to understand.
You know who I think kind of made that really popular, like to look at something and not always understand it. You interpret the meaning. What's his name? This Is America. Not Donald Glover. Is his name Donald Glover?
This Is America, the song.
Yeah,
This Is America.
Yeah, have you ever seen that?
Gambino.
Childish Gambino. I said Donald Glover.
Ain't he a singer? Oh, he a rapper.
He an actor.
Childish Gambino, actor.
No. Yes, he is.
He acting on something. He act on something. I don't want to say he an actor.
He got a whole fucking TV show. ATL. He got a whole show with multiple seasons.
Interesting.
Yeah, he
in it.
He's the star of it. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, he's a rapper and actor. But so going back to that though, his video. Like, have you ever seen this video? Watch his video. I challenge you to watch his video.
This Is America?
Yeah, it's only like 3-4 minutes long.
I watched a little bit. I mean, I know I watched it, but I don't remember it.
I'm telling you, watch it. I feel like there's like, to me, it's artwork. It's like artwork that you have to look at and you interpret it yourself. And I'm so glad that he didn't come out and never explain like, this is why I did this in the video. This is why I did this.
Yeah.
Like, you really have to go back and do some of your research and to really understand the video. And I feel like that's the type of art that not everybody gets or understand. But when he did that video and that song, it has such a good meaning, a positive meaning. Like it made that art popular.
The people who get it. And if they don't get it, they don't get it.
That's right.
Yeah. I love it. I like that I got this community where people, everybody don't need to understand.
What's understood ain't got to be explained.
Come on, somebody.
Come on now.
You're going to church up in here. You come here. I open the door. This man looking like a preacher. I said, wait a minute now. Is he taking me to church?
Not no preacher. But yeah, you did try to come for me though. Nah.
Wait, on the phone?
No. When you said I look like a preacher, you opened the door and you said, why you look like you going to church?
Right.
Because somebody else told me I look like I was going to a wedding. But it's like, nah, I just want, the world for their first time to see me. They see me like
That's
this.
Good.
Like they see it. I don't want to call myself a hood nigga. They don't, but they see this, and I mean they don't see the other thing. They don't see that shit that's on the inside. Like I want them to look at me. Oh, he's soft, he's sweet. All right, try. You want to?
Oh my goodness, that's a lot to unpack right there. But we can really talk about. When I looked at you, I ain't gonna lie. You know how I was on the phone. Like, don't come in here looking like Usher. God said, play with him. He gonna come looking like the usher at church. I said, well, get into it. Come on now. God said, okay, you don't want usher. I'm gonna give you the usher. He put the in front of it and said, okay.
I fucks with it. I can do that.
And let's talk about what else you said. Go ahead and replay what you said again about. I remember now. You was talking about how you don't like. You want to be deemed like you want to show your professional side, right? But you want people to be like, yeah, I'm a hood nigga, right?
Nah, I ain't never said I want to be a hood nigga.
No, you're not gonna like hide who you are.
Oh yeah. Like they come test it, they gonna find out.
Yeah, but I'm like, I had to get to a point where like I'm all that I am, and if people don't think I'm professional, I'm not professional then in their eyes. But I know I'm professional.
But see, the thing is, I'd rather be more like a chameleon who's able to like change my colors. Of course. Like because a chameleon, they can get it anywhere. They can get it in the environment. They can do a lot more things. And I'll
what's what I'm looking for? I'll do those changing and stuff. I'll be that chameleon sometimes. But once I start becoming a chameleon where I don't recognize myself, it's time to clock out, honey.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
I agree with that 100%.
And there's times where, like, again, with vulnerability, sometimes people aren't comfortable with who they are. So that when they see you being vulnerable and being who you are, or he's doing too much, or he's too this, he's too that, he's too gangster, he's so ghetto. No, you're just not comfortable with who you are. Because somebody who's comfortable, I know they don't hear no music. That's a damn guitar. He playing that damn guitar. He heard this damn podcast. I tell you.
It's cool, man. It's cool.
I'm listening. I'm like, no, wait a damn minute. I know that nigga when I think I hear.
Yeah, that's him. Hey, let him.
Now, what if there's some copyright on here? He started playing some. Anyway, I'm gonna just keep talking. I ain't worried about it. No.
We good. Let's keep pushing.
He pushing. So you pushing it.
You said what? Huh? You said something about me pushing what?
Push the conversation.
All right,
you know one thing about me, I'm gonna lead, honey, but you can lead this time.
All right, let's see. Give me something controversial to talk about.
I don't want nothing controversial.
I want something controversial.
I don't feel like getting canceled before I even started.
I want something to make.
This ain't your podcast.
Hey, what you said you wanted me to leave? You said you wanted me to leave.
Yeah, but I don't want to get canceled now.
You ain't gonna get canceled. But you got to talk about something meaningful. Well, I'm not saying that we haven't.
But there was this TikToker, right? And she was like saying the people who like become like famous, like on like the internet, like they have to find things that trigger people and causes growth.
Trigger or catch their attention.
Trigger.
No, not or. Trigger and catch people's attention. So it's got to be something that like and catch their attention, whether they get triggered or whether they get the
attention, right?
Yeah, attention.
Yeah, so I agree. This is what we're gonna talk about because, honey, I'm waiting for you to see what you guys say controversial so you can get canceled. I'm just sitting.
Well, first of all, I'm not worried about getting canceled because I'm not.
You can get canceled. They can find your stuff and get you. I want to be like one of them toxic man shows where they be like, women need to be in the kitchen. You need to sit down and you don't need to do this and that. You need to be in the kitchen and making sandwiches and stuff.
I don't agree with stuff like that, but I feel like to get canceled, you got to say something that's like really outlandish. So you just got to be a bigot. Is that what it's called?
I guess. But there's times where people get canceled and they ain't even doing nothing.
I'm not worried about getting canceled because, I mean, shit, I'm myself at the end of the day. If I get canceled for being myself at the end of the day, so be it. Like,
some people say, you don't get canceled until you want to get canceled. Like, until you say I'm canceled. Like, you just keep pushing.
I guess I can see that. I guess I can see that.
People, the internet is so funny. Like, one day they'll say they hate you. Next minute, like, oh my goodness, you're so funny. Yeah.
That's why I don't think people should buy into like this whole internet shit, like this, like everything that's online. I don't think people should buy into it because it's so fickle. Like, I mean, so just, I don't know, just make your money off of it. Do you? But like, don't be so invested into it. You know? Don't let that determine who you are or what you do. Just, I don't know. I never buy into the internet shit. Yeah, me neither. I used to, but I love a good aesthetic though. Like, I follow people who have good aesthetics. Like, if you got like a good, like if you like post like some stories and they like pleasing to the eye, you got a good format on your stuff. I love it. I love it. So you look into like little small details and stuff like that. Okay.
I don't like seeing all that crazy stuff on my social media because I really absorb it.
Like, that can be a good thing or a bad thing by you absorbing it. I've realized the same thing about myself. So what I do sometimes, like whenever I feel it affecting me, who I am, like what I think in real life, like I shut all my social media shit down. It'll go for like a couple of weeks or a couple of months where like I'm just not on social media because I see how it's affecting me. So I feel like you definitely got to watch. You definitely got to pay attention to what you're watching and, just watch how you go on social media.
And once you like focus on like, you know how like when you're focused on like yourself, like you're seeing like, okay, like I had a good day today, right? Tomorrow, like it was like, it may not be good. Like, so like find out why it was that way. Well, I woke up and I seen the Shade Room on my feed and I was angry the whole day because it triggered me to be like, it was like a flow of like something happening.
Exactly.
So like, you got to be very like now when I get up, I don't even look at my phone.
That's how it should be.
I don't look at that phone. I go to do that PT. I may listen to some music, but that's it. I'm not absorbing something because you never know what could pop up, right?
I get you.
So I really just, and like all these things, they help you have a better, a calmer mind, a peaceful mind. And that's what I want. I want to have peace in my life, in my mind.
I've been in a couple of relationships where like, I seen what the women, they were on social media. I seen how it was affecting them. And something I used to always tell them, like, don't let the water outside of your boat get in and sink the boat. They ain't always get that, but I mean, to me that make perfectly sense because like by them absorbing that stuff that they see on social media, they letting the water get inside their boat and sink their boat.
That's a word right there. You know what I was thinking about?
What's
this
up?
man playing that guitar. I'm finna buy some of that foam they have in them productions and put it right there.
If you do that, make sure you go with like the black foam.
Yeah, but this is like a a lighter kind of scenery. I don't know if the black will eat it up.
Or black or gray, maybe
gray or something.
Yeah.
Maybe black and gray. But no, I'll look at it and we'll see.
I got you building up, but I mean, I don't know it. After the story you told me, it really won't matter what color you get, because what's old girl who started on the floor? She started on the fucking floor.
Who started on the floor?
It wasn't Carisha.
Carisha?
Nah,
Carisha?
No, I think it's that girl that
She a rapper?
No. She be on Wildin' Out. She used to be on Wildin' Out.
B. Simone.
Yeah.
Oh, B. Simone, if you see this podcast, I love you so much.
Yeah, like
I love you.
She started on the fucking floor, so like it still made it.
Oh yeah, I remember I told you that.
Yeah, so it's not gonna matter like what couch you get, what you put on the wall. Like,
literally.
Yeah, people gonna tune in because of you.
Because of you. Yeah. That's real.
Hey, come on.
That girl was recording herself on the floor. 2 views. Huh? She just recording herself doing everything. Like in her mind, she already became successful. And I do that too. But like there's sometimes when I second guess myself, like I'm like, okay, well I don't know if I'm gonna become successful. I get worried, but then I look internally and I can like feel that I don't know when and I don't know how, but I'm gonna become successful. And it may not be how I think it's gonna happen, but I know it's gonna happen.
I get you. Quick question though, once you become successful, once you reach this stature and this pinnacle that you want to reach, what do you think you would do? Like, do you think you'll help others? Like, do you think you'll just continue to climb higher? Do you think you'll be satisfied? Like, what are your plans from there?
I'm gonna be all of the above.
Yeah,
I think I'm gonna be satisfied, but I'm always gonna want that hunger to keep getting better, and I'm gonna help people, right? I'm gonna help them, and that's like in their mind, like mentally, spiritually, physically, maybe. I'm always like giving, like people don't see it, but like I'm always giving to people behind closed doors. And like I felt like before I had to feel like I had to be like out there, like people had to see it, right? Sometimes there's the people that you think aren't being as supportive actually do it behind closed doors. Like some of the celebrities, right? You don't know what they're doing.
True. The person that comes to mind when you say that is people like Jay-Z and stuff like that.
Jay-Z?
Yeah, behind closed doors, like he's never really public about what he do, but like the people that he helped, they're more so public with it than he is.
Yeah, let people do what you do. And I never understood, like, the people like when like back in the like way back when, like it was like a really popular thing where like they go buy food from McDonald's or something and then they go record and put it in these homeless people's face and like, well look at me giving them people food. If you're gonna give them food, give them food. Why are you recording? I know you want your money, you want to be like get famous and stuff, but don't do it for that reason.
That reminds me of that one quote from the Bible. I ain't gonna get too biblical on you, but it's like the people who were fasting and stuff, they wanted people to see, they was all dirty and dusty and stuff like that. And it was like the only recognition that you're gonna get is from the people that's deserving it. Like that means nothing. Versus, the people who showered and who took care of themselves, who didn't look like they were fasting, they got more. They get more from God whenever they go that route. Yeah. And you say that, and it reminded me also too, because I did that one time where like I seen a homeless guy sitting down. I asked him if he was hungry. I just went out and I got him like some McDonald's. I think I spent like $15 to $20, a whole bunch of shit just on McDonald's. No cameras, no nothing. But you
ain't had a post. I just gave this homeless man some food and made his day.
You do it from the kindness of your heart. Yeah,
that's the problem. Like I feel like people when they become successful, of course I'm putting this camera up and I'm doing all this stuff because I want something from it, right? I want to become successful. I want to have all the I want to be able to go to Dubai. Like I'm going to go there for my vacation to go international. Like I'm going to go to Dubai. Okay. Right? I'm doing it for these reasons, but it's not my goal. It's like it's not my main goal when I'm doing it. I want to help people. I want somebody to listen to this podcast and be like, I understand myself better. And even if it's a little bit, I want them to grow from it. That's why I called it In the Realest Way. Because I could be this person today and be a different person tomorrow. This is who I am. This is the version that somebody needs to see.
That's true.
So yeah, if tomorrow I'm cussing people out and saying "fuck you, nigga, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you," I'm gonna do it.
You do daily. All right, my bad. Go ahead. All right, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
He's done. He's done. Okay.
Go ahead.
Done.
All right.
I'm already. Go ahead.
Nah. So I get what you're saying though. I get what you're saying. To that, what I would say, what I would recommend is you try to be the person that you want to be in 10 years from now. That's all I would say to that. So like, however you see yourself, wherever you see yourself at 10 years from now, try to pretend to be that person.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
And then eventually you'll get to a point where you don't even have to pretend anymore. Or like
you'll be that person.
Yeah, you'll be that person, or either you'll just keep raising the bar higher and higher. Like I never thought I would have been the person with the fucking suit and sitting on the podcast and talking and shit. Like if I did not do the advice I just gave you, I never would have been here though.
Yeah. And there were times when like I would like be talking and people would be like, when are you ever going to shut up? You know, I never thought I would be doing this podcast either.
Now look at
me putting the camera up talking. Somebody's listening.
You gonna get paid to be talking one day.
Hopefully soon.
Think about what would happen if you didn't shut up. Now, if you would have shut up, you would have shut up.
I used to listen to people, right, and I used to hide my vulnerability because I wanted people to be like, well, I need to stop talking so much so people can understand me, so people can like me. Now I'm gonna do it. Now I'm gonna talk, and of course I'm gonna be cautious of what I'm saying. I'm not gonna say everything, but I'm not gonna be afraid to say my truth. Sometimes we forget to be vulnerable, even if the whole world hates it, because somebody out there needs it.
I agree with you 100% on that. Somebody, like, whenever you make it big, somebody is going to look at you and be like, damn, he was able to, do this and do that and be himself. I want to do that. I want to be like him. So I agree with you 100% on that.
Period.
Look at you. I mean, you doing all right. You doing good.
I'm doing really good. I have to, tell myself I'm happy. Like, I'm proud of myself, right? Like, I think we forget, like, so much that we don't realize all that we accomplished. How would I say, like, even like 4 months ago, 5 months ago, I wasn't here, right? And I never, sometimes I forget to say, well, you got here and you didn't even be thankful for being here right now. We're not grateful. We forget all that we were and who we are right now. And that's the least thing. You need to give grace to yourself too. We don't give grace. We give grace. We give everybody else a chance, right? Let's forgive this person. Let's give this person another chance. But we don't give ourselves that chance to make mistakes and to grow.
Whenever you do come down hard on yourself like that, one thing I would recommend is something that I do to this day, something that I did recently, and is I think about where I was a couple years ago. I think about what I wanted, and then like I just write down everything that I wanted back then, and I see I have a lot more stuff now. Like a lot of the things I wanted to do back then, I'm doing it now. I'm here where I want to be, and it's just like I'm only like that because I want more, but I still have to be thankful for the stuff that I already got up to this point. So I feel like, like whenever you just sit down and write, like, what did you want? Like, let's say 4 years ago. Like
4 years ago?
Yeah, 4 years ago. What did you want?
To get out of school.
You in fucking Korea. Right. Out of school.
Right.
On your own podcast.
They were literally like not even less than a year ago, like I wanted to be in the military. I couldn't, I was struggling to get in, and now I'm in the military. Now I got to where I wanted to go.
See, that's exactly what I'm talking about. So what you have to do is just go back to that mindset. Think about everything that you wanted and just write it down. Yeah. And I promise you'll see you have a lot more. Like, you have some stuff to be thankful for. You still want those goals. You still have those goals in the future. But you should also, like I said, be thankful for the stuff that you got now.
Yeah. And it was bad. Like, I want to talk about it because it was horrible.
Talk about it.
Yeah. When I was in high school, like I had the image to maintain, right? People saw me as this person who, he had everything. He could do everything that he was doing and better than everybody else. So I had to be on top of my game with the majority of everything I was doing, right? And it became unhealthy. And then I would do auditions and all kinds of stuff, and I wouldn't get even before I even made the audition, when I was practicing, I would be so hard on myself, and I wouldn't be thankful for where I got with all that I got. I did most of that stuff by myself.
Were you doing it because you wanted to do it, because it was expected
other
of
people?
That's probably why it happened the way it happened.
Yeah, and then there were times, like in most recent time, and like all the time, I go back and I think about all that I could have been if I was healthy with what I did. Like, I didn't respect my body. Like, I haven't said it on the podcast really, but like when I was auditioning, I kept playing even though my lips and the internal of my mouth were getting damaged, like so bad. It was horrible. And I just kept going. I kept thinking about, I can do this. I can do that.
You kept going because of other people?
Yeah. It wasn't for myself really. It was like, I have to do this because other people, they expect that from me. And I wouldn't say they wanted bad intentions from me, but
you had to maintain it. Like you said, they thought highly of you, so you had to maintain the highly thought. And
the consequence was I couldn't even play the instrument that I wanted anymore. Not effectively. Not to the level I wanted to play it.
I get you.
So like it was a lesson that I had to learn. And I had to learn to be like, okay, I can put the instrument down and I may not be perfect on bar 3. I may be struggling with that slur. I mean, I may not get it, but I don't need to hate myself and be angry at myself for not accomplishing something that I may not accomplish today.
Think about how your life would have been different, how things would have been easier for you back then if you would have just said, fuck them.
Yeah.
Best advice ever. I'm telling you. Best advice. Like, once you stop living for other people and you start living for yourself, like, it'll make you so happy. It'll make you so happy.
I've gotten a little taste of it, right? I got little samples of living for myself and how liberating it is. I'm not worried about what you think about what I'm doing. I'm doing it because I want to do it, and I'm happy for doing it.
It's addicting, right? I'm telling you.
I want more. And in becoming liberating, you can then help other people. But you can't help nobody if you stuck in chains.
Right, exactly.
You can't. If you in bondage, how you gonna say it's somebody else?
Exactly.
If anything, you're gonna get them tied up with you.
I agree with you 100%. It's more so about like doing what you want to do, doing what makes you happy. So for that, you have to look inside like, hey, what do I want to do? Do I really want to go out because they invited me out? Or do I want to stay in 8 o'clock at night and, binge watch this show?
Yeah.
So you have to do what makes you happy.
And then there were times when people said, let's go out. I'm over here editing. I'm over here editing the podcast. I'm over here doing things that are improving. I'm improving my life with that I want to improve. I don't want to go out and not do nothing meaningful. Some of the people get in fights when they go out and they drink. I don't want to be around those kind of people.
I know some of those people.
Some of those people. I'm not saying they be looking for the fights, but if a fight coming and every time you around, I don't think they looking for you. I think you're looking for them.
Okay, I think it sounds like I might know some of those people then. Yeah, all right, we gonna leave it at that. Okay.
Yeah, I like being around people with liberated minds, or at least trying to become liberated. I don't want to be around people who are doing things to. And I know we're all running from pain a different way, but like let's try to not run from it and to embrace it.
But it comes to a point though, like when you're running from pain and like pain is still following you, pain is still affecting you. I feel like by you keep doing what you're doing, that's insanity.
I agree. Like when I say embrace it, I mean I come to terms with it, right? Yeah. You like I had to come to terms with like me not being able to pursue my career in music. I had to understand that, right? I had to come to an agreement with myself, and as soon as I came to an agreement with myself, I became more liberated. I had to understand that yes, I wanted this, but I didn't get it.
Freedom, it's a beautiful thing, ain't it?
It's beautiful. I love it.
It's addicting. I'm telling you, it's so addicting. Like once you experience that true freedom to like, if you want to go right, you go right. If you want to go left, you go left. Or
I did that. I chose to do it.
You did, yeah.
And then that comes with accountability, right? You got to be like, okay, well, I did do that, and I whatever happened, it happens. So yeah, I had to come to that too. And the more you do things because you want to do it, the less you feel obligated and feel bad for doing something. Yes.
And because you said that, I want to use an example coming up. So like my job, my company, they doing like this Thanksgiving potluck thing or whatnot. If I don't want to do it, I'm not gonna do it.
The potluck?
Yeah. If I don't want to do it, I'm not gonna do it. That's just me. That's
that like the part of like bringing the food and stuff? You don't want to bring no food, or you don't want to just do it?
Do it. I don't like people.
You don't want to go to the Thanksgiving?
No, I'm really not trying to go. Like I'm not going. I don't want to go. And if I don't want to go, I'm not going to go.
Well, like I'm not trying to.
I'm not going to put myself in a situation where I don't want to put myself in.
I understand. Like let's have the conversation though. Like let's talk about like why you don't want to go.
Why?
You don't want to be around people?
Yeah. So it's like during my free time, I do what I want to do. And so if it's my free time, I'm gonna do what I want to do.
Is that why when I seen you out, like when we had like,
that's why like
company.
Yeah, the last get together. That's why I did what I did because I didn't want to be there. If I don't want to be there, like I'm not like
at least show face.
I did,
but this time at least show face. Like this is like Thanksgiving.
So for that one, I heard that they're talking about changing it to a work day. If they change it to a work day, I'd be there, of course, because
we made a vote and I was the one that voted. I'm like, well, be for real. Like they said, no, I want to do it. There were people in the company like, no, I want to do it on a 4-day. I said, you're not taking my 4-day.
I want to be.
This is my 4-day. I love I care about these people, right? I want to have a good time with y'all, but I'm not finna sit here and do something that I can be doing something else with, with my time.
I feel the same exact way, but I'm the bad guy when I actually act on it.
No, because we voted and we're gonna do it on a work day.
Okay, all right, then yes, I will be there because I'd rather be.
Well, have a good time when you're there.
Listen, I'm gonna go up. I'm gonna do what I gotta do. All right.
Okay, right. You do what you need to do.
That's me doing what I want to do because I feel like, especially being in the military, they always make it seem like you don't have a choice.
Yeah.
When in our reality, you have choice with everything that you do. It's just, would you rather face the consequences or would you rather like just do what they say?
Yeah.
Like
also like we I know me personally, like in the military, especially at my level, I do more so of what other people say that I need to do, right? So when I get my free time, it's like, well, you're not gonna take it.
Damn.
And I'm going to do what I need to do with my time because it's my time. You got your time, and they can tell me what to do when I'm working. But you're not finna get on a weekday. I mean, on a weekend.
Damn. So kind of like that last thing that I showed face for and left for.
Yeah, but at least show face. Like
I show face.
Okay.
Didn't we sit at the same table for a little bit?
I don't recall. I recall having a conversation and you going to do what you need to do.
But you had a conversation with me there at that place, right?
Yeah.
That's me showing face.
Yeah, there was numerous times you show face and you whoosh.
But I mean,
where all these people go?
Listen. I just don't want to fuck with people I don't want to fuck with. Like in my personal time, if I don't want to fuck with you, like we can keep it cordial, we can keep it casual at work and stuff. But if camera just went off, it just not went off.
Oh.
Do you think?
Uh-oh. Keep talking the podcast.
All right. But yeah, as I was saying, like if I don't fuck with you, if like I don't want to do something, like we can keep it professional, we can keep it courtesy, but that don't mean I got to hang with you and fuck with you outside of work and stuff like that. Like,
it's still recording. You got me run up and shit.
I just let you know the light went off. The light went off.
They see me struggling.
I gotta stay on all 10. I seen the lights go
I
off.
appreciate it. Like,
yeah, of course, I'm very perceptive.
Also, this is what happens when you making your own podcast. You ain't got nobody watching the cameras and stuff.
Man, listen, you gonna look back at this like once you're successful and be like, damn, you remember when I looked like a dumb like when I looked like that running up to the camera? Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, but like, and then you become so grateful. This is a good testing. Hello, this is a good. You can hear me?
I've been heard you. I heard everything you said.
Anyways, what I was saying. Oh, then you can be like, well, you know what? I can be grateful and thankful for all that I accomplished. Now I'm here.
You can do that now. That's what I'm saying. You should do that now. Yes.
Yeah.
Listen. I'm the same exact thing that you just said. You can do that now. Don't wait till you wherever to do it now. Do it now, because at some point in time in your life, a couple years ago, a couple months ago, you wanted to be exactly where you are now.
Yeah.
And it's okay to want more, but also like be thankful. Like, hey, God, I appreciate you putting me where I'm at. I'm not where I want to be in the future yet, but I thank you for getting me here.
Yeah.
That's it.
Period.
Come on now.
And I can't wait. I don't know when it's going to happen. It may not be right now.
It's going to happen when it need to happen.
It's going to happen when it need to happen. So I'm not worried about it. I'm not worried about it at all.
Yeah.
Now, when I first started doing this podcast, I was so lost. I had to watch videos, tutorials, and everything.
What has been some of like your biggest hurdles, like your biggest struggles as far as being a podcaster?
Trying like, okay, well, of course, like the equipment, right? Like trying to understand the equipment, trying to make sure it's going at a level and efficient to where it can come off as best as it can. But also like trying to not become, how do you say it? Not lose myself in trying to just make videos and podcasts. Like not lose everything. Like not lose my originality. Like don't lose who I am to make podcast episodes, right? There were times when I would sit down and record trying to be consistent, but like what I was saying didn't mean anything and it wasn't coming from my heart.
I get you.
So like I had a challenge of if I don't have anything to talk about, I'm going to either find something meaningful to talk about when it comes to me, or I'm not going to talk about it. I'm not going to force myself to just come out here and especially like this thing right here, you have to be very, very serious and like very intentional with what you say, because this is coming off to the internet, right? It's not like you're doing something else that doesn't have any like, it's a consequence for everything that you say and what you do. So that's why.
That's kind of surprising for me to hear it coming from you, because it's like I said, I know you personally, and it's like you have a lot to fucking say. Like you have a lot to say. So to hear that, you might get in front of the camera, or used to get in front of the camera and didn't know what to say, that's surprising to me. Yeah, man. Well, you know what? Get a GoPro and walk.
I'm gonna start vlogging my camera. It's right there. But like,
listen, yeah.
I'm gonna be getting into it,
man. They gonna really see who you really is then.
I guess.
I promise you gonna be cussing a lot more.
As soon as I'm free, I'm gonna be traveling. I'm taking leave.
You taking leave?
Yeah, I'm not leaving the peninsula, but I'm taking leave.
I'm gonna leave it. Go to Japan.
I just don't want to go.
Go to Japan.
Oh no, I gotta go get a passport.
You don't got a passport?
I came from high school.
Get one here.
You gotta go to Osan.
maybe possibly. What's her name? I think Patterson just got one. I think your XO, I think she just got one too.
I'm gonna ask them.
Yeah, they'll be able to help you out.
Well, never mind. They be traveling, so
She be traveling.
Yeah,
she be going all over.
Yeah,
I'm trying to travel like her. Yeah.
I need to find people where like we travel with the same mindset. Like,
why not travel by yourself?
It's not even that I'm scared to travel by myself. It's that I don't want anybody, like, I don't want to be that person that just be dead. Somebody come get me. I don't want to get God.
Don't let the
I'm not scared. Like, I'm not. Like, of course, like I gotta find things to do myself, and it's like easier when other people can do it for me. Like, there's been times I go out. Like, I went out in South Korea before, but I was with like people, and they made the choices. I don't mind finding things to do myself, but like,
don't let the fear of death stop you from living your life.
I'm not. Yeah, of course, but like, I still don't want to die.
Listen to what I said. Don't let the fear of death stop you from living your life. There's plenty of things that you can do in this life. And wouldn't you rather die doing what you want to do, doing something that you think makes you happy, than fucking just, I guess, any other ordinary way? Nah. At least if you go out, you can be like, man, hey, I was having fun. Or, hey, I was doing what I wanted to do.
Yeah. I'm going to go out there. I'm going to get out there more. I'm not going to be...
You should. Because if you always waiting on somebody to go out or, travel or whatnot, that somebody might not never come.
Yeah.
Food for thought, food for thought.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is a good little conversation. I love a good podcast.
I seen it just now. It looked like you were just digesting what I was just saying. Like, it seemed like it sticks with you, but you might not like really dissect it now. But once we part ways, that's when you really gonna think about it. Like, you know what?
I think I'm in my state, like mentally, like of like my age. A lot of people, when they hear something from somebody else or they go through something, they don't dissect it and they don't think about it later on, and then they don't get anything from it. I try my best to, like, every time I have an interaction with somebody, to get something from it now, like to learn something.
Say that one more time. What did you just say, please?
You want to say all that again?
No, just that last part. It was like every time something. What do you say?
Every time I have an interaction with somebody, I'm trying to get something from it.
Every time you have an interaction with somebody,
sometimes what I get from it is, I don't need to fuck with you. so yeah, you see me sometimes do that.
It's one person that comes to mind that you already know, but this person, like,
I think God put him in my life so that to test me. Like, this is, you want to have a healthy environment, let me put something in here to test you.
But listen, although you might not like this person or agree with anything that he says, there has been times when I've been present, like, he might have dropped like a gem to something.
He dropped some gems now. He has dropped some gems, but listen, the gems that he's dropping them for somebody else. He's not dropping them for himself.
He was talking to us. I don't want to say
but he wasn't talking to himself. And one thing about me, I like taking advice from people who apply it to their life, because you can tell me all these beautiful things and everything, but if you're not doing it yourself, I just don't. I don't. It doesn't have meaning for me.
But what if it can still better you in your life?
It probably could.
It probably could.
But I just see, there you go. I'm being stubborn.
Yeah.
But I just, I don't know. Like, when I think about listening to something that he says, I'm like, well, look at you.
I want to use the metaphor that's like, you going to a prison, you seeing a convict, a family member, and they saying, hey, don't do what I do. Hey, go out there and be a great person. Go out there and be the best podcaster you can be.
Yeah.
You're going to take that advice, right?
I wouldn't be in the prison to talk to nobody. I'm going to lie to you.
Let's say a family member, all right? Your closest family member, right?
I still want to listen if they doing something. Like, if like, listen, now I don't mind taking advice from people who are applying it to their life, right? They might not be in the best circumstance to be, in life, but like, if I see, like, if you're telling me to be consistent with like going to the gym and you're not going to the gym, you can't tell me to go to the gym if you're not going to the gym. That's why when he tell me about mental health and stuff, like, do that, I said, I'm looking at him and I'm thinking about what he's saying, and it's not aligned, and I'm like, it's like an error.
Okay, but if it makes sense, I feel like you should still take it. I'm never gonna do crack. A crackhead tell me not to do crack, I'm still gonna listen. Like,
but that's common sense, though. Some things are common sense.
I feel like that's how it should be with knowledge. Like, if somebody give you knowledge, like, you should just take it. Like, you should just, I don't know, build upon it. Because that knowledge that they giving you, that knowledge that person giving you, you can probably give that to somebody else and it changed your life. You know?
This is gonna take a minute to what's the word? Absorb.
I feel like you're gonna get it one day though. I definitely feel like you're gonna get to that point where you can listen to that crackhead that says, "Hey, don't do crack." I feel like I listen to you.
I wouldn't be.
I feel like you're gonna get to that point one day.
Okay, I guess with the crackhead, honey, I wouldn't be talking to him, but I wouldn't be in no place to talk to him.
You never. No,
but like that video on that was going around social media about that man. He was like I know he was like kind of probably like homeless or like poor
at the gas station.
Yes, and he was spitting some jams.
He was
talking about some good stuff. I got to get the sweet spot on the mic.
He was, and I mean, I don't know. It didn't seem like, he was in the best predicament, best situation. He might not even been following it, but he was still dropping gems. He was still dropping some good stuff.
See, and that's the perfect example of what I need to listen to, right? Because I took a lot from that man. He made he elevated me on a level. When I was sitting in my room, he made me cry and stuff.
He did. Mm-hmm. It was good. I like that one. I like that one a lot. It's another one. I saved it on my phone on my Facebook, but it's kind of like the same situation. But this guy, like, if you thought he was dropping gems, this guy that I'm saying to you, he was just dropping so much more stuff, man. And it's like, it was so good that I had to save it so I can come back to it. Yeah. Picking up gems from any and everywhere.
Yeah, I be saving so much stuff on my phone. It don't make no sense.
Yeah.
But and that's the good thing about the internet, right? We look at so much of the bad, we forget the good. Like there's like so much good, like there's so much beauty and beautifulness that people show on the internet. We just gotta look. We gotta find those people. And we gotta hold on to them. But of course, you're gonna see chaos if you following the Shade Room.
Yeah, of course.
You follow the Shade Room?
Do I follow?
Yeah, you follow him.
I think I do. I think I do. But listen, I'm not invested into it. Like, they don't always pop up on my stuff, and it's like, I'll click on what I want to click on. Like, I don't care. Like, I don't care enough.
Honestly, some of my phone I don't agree with. I ain't trying to say what you saying is wrong, but I bet you I'm a person not interested, and you might get blocked. You might get blocked. I ain't gonna comment. I don't understand people who sit here and comment the evilest, hateful thing. I ain't got it in me, so of course I ain't gonna understand. But like, I just like to fathom it. Like, you're sitting on your phone judging these people. What are you doing? I bet they cry in their room. They gotta be. You got all that time to be doing all this hateful stuff. That's interesting.
That's crazy. To me, that's just, I think that speaks more about the person, who's doing all the comment and stuff. It's like, damn, son, you care that much, or they got that much control or that much power on you, to what the point you gonna sit there for hours? You gonna waste that amount of time on your life that you'll never get back to go back and forth? Man, shit. Like, let's throw these hands so we can both move on with our life. I'm gonna feel better, you might feel better, and we gonna move on.
Yeah, you can't fight everybody on the internet.
You right. You can't fight them, but you can damn sure block them.
Oh, I'm a good blocker. Sometimes I don't block people. I like this one person that we was just talking about. I ain't gonna say too much, right? Professionalism.
I figure out who it is. Keep going.
Yeah, and I had to restrict them. I ain't block them. I still want you to see me, but I'm gonna look and see what you say when I decide to.
I think I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, like,
okay.
I ain't got time.
I got you. I do that sometimes too. But I only do it because I want to stun on these hoes. Like, it's listen, it's bad. But it's like some of my exes or whatnot, or like some of the people that I used to be close with, associated with it heavily. It's like, I ain't gonna block you because I know, I ain't reached my pinnacle. Yeah. I know I
want you to see me.
Oh yeah, and I want your stomach to turn. I want you to block me.
I love looking back and like looking at like people I've known in the past and being like, you see me now.
Yeah.
And I may not be at my peak, but you see me and I'm motherfucking stunting.
Like, I'm a shit on you.
Yeah,
like,
most definitely. And it's not even in an ego way. I'm just gonna be like, I'm gonna do my damn thing. I'm not thinking about you, but I just want you to know I'm doing my thing.
Yeah, and to me that's kind of like fuel. That's motivation. It's
hey,
I got to keep going. I got to do more. Cause
you sitting here looking at my stuff. I can see you looking at my story, but you're not liking nothing. Okay, bet.
It's like, I want you to just be mad and hate me because I'm doing so good and you block me.
That's an achievement right there for somebody to block you.
Ooh,
because you doing your thing. No, ain't no way. You sitting here mad at me because I'm over here doing what I'm doing.
I started to get a little person right there. It was this one. This one girl popped up.
Not too much. Not too much.
Ooh,
it's gonna get federal in here. Let's not do too much.
Nah, I ain't. I'm coming down. All right, we good. I'm back now. That little hoe. We back though. I'm back. My bad. That ain't me. All right, we back.
No, that's you. Oh, child. Anyway, I don't want to mess it. I don't want to like mess up the thing. So You know.
I get you. I get you.
I'm not talking about the cussing. You think I'm talking about the cussing? I'm talking about the camera.
The camera?
The video. That's why I got that camera that's coming up there. Mm-hmm. I gotta understand it first before I put it on that. I'm putting it on that thing to record, but okay. I don't want to. You know, it's time to start.
It's time to what?
Start wrapping it up.
Okay, man. I'm your guest. This is your podcast. Just bring us out. Like any final. I ain't gonna tell you how to on your podcast, but yeah.
Well, let's say. So this is coming to the conclusion of in the realest way. So what do you have to say? What's your conclusion about vulnerability and all that we talked about? What do you?
I feel like
what's the one key thing that you can take from it?
The one key thing that I can take from being vulnerable is still to not be vulnerable with everybody. Let some people you have to break down that wall, not build up, but you have to break down that wall to be vulnerable, and just not with everybody. Don't put in what you can't get back.
And what I can take from it is sometimes being vulnerable is a healing experience. Sometimes we get scared to be vulnerable when it's time that we can't to enjoy the relationship and get something from it. So I think that being happy and embracing vulnerability sometimes is needed, and that's my last take. That's my summary of this podcast.
I concur. I agree with that.
Okay. Well, like I say at the end of every podcast episode, I give thanks to the utmost, to the highest power, God. I'm thankful for my friends and my family. I'm really, really grateful. This is In the Realest Way podcast. Out.